Now in this session I will discuss about most frequently made mistakes in list view projects by entry level programmers. In order to understand this concept very clearly, I will show you a sample list view project where I have included some intentional mistakes. That is, intentionally I have made some mistakes in this application just to tell you what type of errors are possible in list view projects. First, let me explain what is this project about. Our screen design looks like this. As of now, don't worry about this yellow color warning message. It might be because my system time is not matching with internet server timing. I have changed my system time. In this application, I have taken one edit text box, one button, one list view. This example we have already done. When user enters a city, click add button, that city should be displayed on the list view. So this is a simple application. Here, in place of android.r.layout.simple list item 1, I have defined my own row because I want a different color for list view rows. This is the code. First I have declared all variables, then I have initialized all variables, and then I have established link between adapter and array list. Then I have established link between adapter and list view. I have taken a button click listener, and I have also taken a list view on item click listener to display elements whenever user clicks on list view items. Now let me run the application. Let us see what type of problems you will face. I hope you remember how to fix crashes. When your application crashes with a small pop-up window, unfortunately application stopped. I have already covered how to debug or how to remove runtime crashes. Crashes means your application will abruptly close with a pop-up window. Fixing problems in Android is very easy. Let me show you with this example how easy fixing the problems. You can observe immediately after launching your application itself, your application has crashed with a message, unfortunately list view mistakes application has stopped. Whenever such kind of error occurs, whenever your application crashes, if you remember what I told, you have to go to Android monitor. Let this Android monitor initialize properly. You can observe this is Android monitor where it will display the root cause for crash. Let us wait for this. It is loading error messages. You can observe when application crashes, immediately your Android Studio will automatically pop up a window like this. This window is called as Android monitor window, where Android Studio will display the root cause for errors in red color error marks in a window called as logcat. Logcat is a window where Studio will display all errors and log messages. As of now, don't worry what is a log message. Now, whenever application crashes, if you remember, I have already covered how to analyze crash messages. Whenever you see red color error marks, as I told you already, don't click OK button here. Directly go to Android monitor and try to search for your Java file name in blue color hyperlink. So let me scroll up. You can clearly observe our application is crashing in Java file in main activity.java file at line number 32. Anyway, I have not enabled line numbers here. You don't have to enable line numbers. First thing that you have to observe is identify your Java file name and line number. Just above this blue color hyperlink, Android Studio will also give you more information about your error. The error name which has crashed your application is null pointer exception. Remember, 90% of the applications will crash because of null pointer exception. So you have to understand that because of some code at line number 32, your application has lead to null pointer exception, and null pointer exception has crashed your application or abruptly terminates your application. Just click on this blue color hyperlink, so that cursor will go to that line number. Whenever you see null pointer exception, you have to understand that first go to that line number by clicking here, and in this line number, this line is causing null pointer exception. Now tell me, how will you analyze which is causing null pointer exception? As I told you already, whenever null pointer exception occurs, first you have to identify from left hand side to right hand side, check is there any dot operator, full stop operator. You can observe there is a dot operator here. Most likely null pointer exception is caused by left hand side of the dot operator. What is there on the left hand side? LV. That means this LV is null. When I say LV is null, that list view variable LV is not initialized properly. So just check in your onCreate method whether you are initializing it or not. In the onCreate method, we are initializing only edit text button, but we have forgot to initialize list view. Most of the null pointer exception problems will come if you are not initializing variables properly. When I say properly, if it is visible component, you have to initialize that variable by using a find view by id method. Edit text is visible, so we use find view by id method. If a variable is invisible component, array list is invisible. It is not visible to user. Since it is invisible component, we should use a new operator to initialize that variable. Basically just cross check total how many variables you are declaring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to initialize 5 variables in onCreate method. But how many you are initializing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Initializing means by using the equals operator. There are only 4 equals operators, but 5 variables. So there is a mismatch. I hope you understood. To fix this problem, we should initialize list view. So let me initialize list view. With this, I have fixed one problem. Not initializing variables is one of the most frequently made mistake in list view projects. Either you will not initialize array list, or you will not initialize list view or adapter properly. Now, before running the application, first let me clear all these errors by right clicking on this window, clear all, so that your previous errors will not confuse with the latest errors. First you have to clear all these messages from logcat and run the application one more time. Now let us see if there are any more mistakes. Again, our application has crashed. Again go to Android monitor, logcat, scroll like this. Many times people will say, when my application crashes, it is not showing red color error marks. It is all about your common sense. Sometimes your scroll bar will be on the top. Please scroll down completely to the bottom so that you can see errors at the bottom. Always try to read errors from bottom to top approach. Now I'll scroll up. Again error is coming at line number 33. This time it is null pointer exception. If you read these errors more, you will understand the problem. Let me first click this blue hyperlink. Again, problem is at the same line. Check one more time. Along with this line number, you should also check what is the error name. Mostly error names will be something called as exception. As I told you already, most possibly it is null pointer exception. Again it is leading to null pointer exception, and this is crashing your program at line number 33. When I click this, it is going to this line number. I told that most of the null pointer exceptions will occur if you don't initialize variable properly. First observe dot operator, left hand side of the dot operator. This is not initialized properly. First check whether it is initialized or not. Yes, we have initialized properly. I am not saying that I am not saying that the root cause is always same thing. The root cause is not always initialization. Sometimes it can be different reason also. Now let us see what's the reason for null pointer exception at this line number. Please go through these 3 lines. There is a problem with these 3 lines. That is why this line is leading to null pointer exception. And also observe these 3 lines carefully. Observe these 3 lines carefully. You will understand what's the problem. Did you figure out what is the problem? I will tell you. Do you remember the pictorial representation of adapter design pattern? First data has to go to source. From source, data has to go to adapter, and from adapter, data has to go to destination. So based on that process, even while initializing also, first you have to initialize source, then you have to initialize adapter, then only you have to initialize list view. Here if you observe, in these 3 statements, we are first initializing adapter, then we are initializing array list, which is a wrong approach. First you have to create array list, then only you have to create array adapter. Because if you observe, the last parameter of array adapter is array list. So it is like first you are passing array list to array adapter, and then you are initializing array list, which is basically wrong. It is something like first you are having children and then you are marrying. Is it possible? At least in India it is not possible. So before creating array adapter, first of all you have to create array list properly. Array list is source. So let me remove this. I will keep this before array adapter, then it is proper. If you observe this statement, you will understand the root cause. In the main activity, line number 33, you are setting array adapter, but for array adapter, you are passing array list, but array list is initialized after this statement, which is wrong. So remember always, first create array list, that is source, then only initialize array adapter, and then establish link between array list and array adapter, then only establish link between array adapter and list view. You should always follow this process. Please don't jumble these 3 steps. It will lead to crashes like this. I hope you understood. Let me run one more time to check if there are any more errors. Before running application, first let me clear these errors. Let us see if it still leads to crash. No, this time it has not crashed because we are initializing in the proper step-by-step approach. Now let me enter a city, Noida. Click add. It has crashed. Now let us see what is the root cause for this crash. I will go to logcat again and I will read these red color error marks in the reverse direction. Can you see, is there any blue hyperlink? No. It is not mandatory that every time Studio will display blue hyperlink. Sometimes there can be a problem with XML file also. Let us see. If you observe this carefully, it is saying some problem with XML file. It is inflate exception. Whenever you see inflate exception without any blue color, you have to understand that you have made some mistake in XML file. It is giving a clue also in this line. You can observe inflate exception. Observe this error name, error inflating class text view. Now probably for array adapter, I would have supplied a row.xml which contains a text view. There may be some problem with this row.xml. So let us open this row.xml by pressing Ctrl and by clicking on this row. Check here what is problem with this text view. Can you identify the problem? This is the most common mistake done by entry level programmers. If you remember, in a class name, every word should start with capital letter. Text T is starting with capital letter. But what about view? Is V starting with capital letter? No. So it is not a predefined class. So Android is figuring out. So it is not a predefined class. That's why Android has thrown error saying there is no class with name text view. It is a small letter mistake, but still it is leading to crash. So you have to be very careful when you are using XML files also. So it should be V capital letter. When you are typing, intelligence window will detect. If you type small v, observe, when you are typing small v, intelligence window would have shown you the proper class, but you would have ignored. So that's why I told you, whenever you are typing code, please don't look at your book and don't type. Don't believe on your notebooks. believe on intelligence window. Sometimes I have also seen people will give in place of match underscore parent, they will give match space parent. This is also mistake. If you run this application, again your application will crash. So you have to be careful. So this is one more mistake. So with this, I think we have fixed almost all problems. Let me run the application one more time. I think this time there should not be any problem. Before running application, let me clear this log and also let me close XML files. If you open too many XML files, since XML files are graphical user interfaces, it will consume too much of memory and too much of CPU time. So don't keep your XML files open for too much of time. Now let me enter some cities: Bangalore, Chennai, Sydney, so and so. So now this time it is working properly. But still, if you observe, there is one more minor mistake. I have told many times, you should not write one click listener within another click listener. It is a bad design practice. If you observe, my button click listener is starting here. I have written list view click listener inside button click listener. Though it will work correctly, but you are not supposed to write like this. Don't keep one click listener within another click listener. It is a bad practice. So I have to remove this. Control X. Either I can paste above button dot set on click listener or after button dot set on click listener, not inside this. I hope you understood. So this is one more common mistake, but it's a simple mistake. So with this, I have covered most frequently made simple mistakes in list view projects.